Welcome to our Discipline and Ideas in the Applied Social Sciences class. We are now on our third lesson. Today we are going to talk about the areas of specialization of communicators and journalists and career opportunities for communicators and journalists. But before we begin, let's have a review of our past lesson. Here are some questions for you to answer. Number 1. This includes all reports, news and happenings concerning daily life. Number 2. This function includes all types of fiction like comic strips, stories, amusing aspects of everyday life, etc. Number 3. Journalists deliver the news in layman's terms in order for everyone to understand. Even if you didn't finish your education, you can understand. What function of journalism is this? Can you tell me the correct answers? Check your answers then if they are correct. 1 is information, 2 is entertainment, and 3 is interpretation of news. If you got all the answers correct, congratulations! I know you're eager to watch your new lesson, but here's a brain teaser first to awaken your neurons. Why did the journalists bring a ladder to the interview? Because they wanted to reach new heights in their reporting. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now sit back, relax, grab your snacks, and let's begin with our lesson. Let's start with this. Areas of specialization of communicators and journalists. Communicators and journalists can work in a number of areas of specialization: speech writing and taking minutes of a meeting, advertising, marketing and sales, communication education, electronic media, radio, television and broadcasting, public relations, journalism, theatre, performing arts and dramatic arts, public communication and opinion management, and international relations management and negotiations. The specialization can be in copywriting, production directing, professional blogging, communication education, language arts coordination, forensic and debate coaching, drama directing, film and tape librarian, news editing, news directing, news writing, news anchoring, transmitter engineering, and technical directing. As journalists, they can also specialize in field reporting, news editing, newscasting, authoring, copywriting, script writing, publishing, news service research, technical writing, acquisition editing, and interviewing. What about the job opportunities for communicators and journalists? Here are career opportunities for communicators and journalists. Advertising and marketing specialists can work as copywriters, account executives, sales managers, media planners, media buyers, creative directors, media sales representatives, and can also function as public opinion researchers and pollsters, such as Social Weather Station and Pulse Asia. Communication educators can work as college or university professors, and may also serve as speech communication department chairpersons, language arts coordinators, elementary and high school speech teachers, forensic and debate coaches, or drama directors. Broadcasting careers can include opportunities to work as broadcasting station managers, directors of broadcasting, film and tape librarians, community relations directors, unit managers, film editors, news writers, news anchors, transmitter engineers, and technical directors. Other opportunities include advertising sales coordinators, traffic and continuity specialists, market researchers, actors or actresses, disc jockeys, public relations managers, comedy writers, casting directors, floor managers, talk show hosts, account executives, media buyers, and many more. In journalism, one can work as a reporter, editor, newscaster, author, copywriter, scriptwriter, publisher, news service researcher, technical writer, acquisition editor, and interviewer. In public relations, one can work as publicity managers, advertising managers, marketing specialists, press agents, lobbyists, corporate public affairs specialists, account executives, development officers, fundraisers, membership recruiters, sales managers, media analysts, media planners, creative directors, audience analysts, news writers, and public opinion researchers. In theatre and performing arts, graduates can work as performing artists, scriptwriters, producers, directors, arts administrators, performing arts educators, costume designers, theatre critics, makeup artists, stage managers, art and prop curators, stage managers, models, theatre professors, and casting directors. In communication in government and politics-related fields, communication graduates can work as public information officers, speechwriters, legislative assistants, campaign directors, research specialists, program coordinators, negotiators, lobbyists, press secretaries, and elected officers. In international relations and negotiations, communication graduates can serve as on-air international broadcasting talents, corporate representatives, translators, student tour coordinators, diplomats, foreign relations officers, hosts or hostesses for foreign dignitaries, and foreign correspondents. My dear students, do you have questions up to this point? If you have questions, please write them in the chat box so I can read and answer them. Let's continue with the specializations of communication arts. Here are some of the specializations. 1. Media arts focuses on the study of history, contemporary issues, and theory of media and culture, while developing advanced technical and conceptual skills in film, video, new media, and sound, and the interplay among these media forms. 2. Advertising concentrates on the critical business function of attracting customers and the processes of communicating the value of a product or service to clients for the purpose of selling the product or service. 3. Corporate communication offers a quality learning experience with the key method employed by organizations to align their strategies internally and externally to achieve business excellence. This includes all the processes of facilitating information and knowledge exchanges with and between internal and key external groups and individuals that have a direct relationship with the company. 4. Marketing management covers the area of communication in combination with business studies. The study provides the basic theoretical, methodological, and practical tools needed to plan, coordinate, and carry out marketing and management-relevant communication activities in global organizations, such as creating and updating websites, preparing press releases, reports, product presentations, and company profiles, and planning different types of communication campaigns. 5. Media production focuses on the value of media arts and production, recognizing that the media and cultural industries are undergoing enormous changes in identities and audiences. It focuses on the development of creative and conceptual work through the production of a range of exercises and projects in film and video, sound and radio, and news media. 6. Multimedia arts are designed to provide a broad-based education, exploring specific applications of digital technologies in various individual media which constitute multimedia. This includes digital technology and design, desktop publishing typology, digital design, design for industry, experimental design, advertising and competitive design, and professional practice work. 7. Theatre arts and media education are dedicated to the creation of original works across the whole spectrum of the communication, entertainment, and information industries. It comprises studies in classic and modern theatre for young people, digital media, event design, and theatre production for diverse cultural enterprises in both indoor and outdoor settings. We are done with the specializations of those in communication arts. It's time for us to continue with Lesson 4. This part of the lesson will help you explore the nature of the rights, responsibilities, and accountabilities of communicators and journalists, and how they affect the practice of profession. Moreover, this lesson will help you to realize the value of being rooted and aware of one's duties and rights in practicing a profession. You may have observed or watched some foreign and local journalists exercising their profession in a very careful manner, yet firm in their news reports. There are some also who have done too much that they have violated some laws in doing so. In modern times, the media have exerted much power and assumed a powerful position in human history to serve as valuable means for the voicing out on a large scale of popular aspirations and problems, of entertainment and pleasure, of advertising and economic information, of shared strengths as well as weaknesses. Furthermore, because of the devices and gadgets available right now, even an ordinary individual could become a communicator, or even a citizen journalist with the help of various social media platforms. You may have known some of social media influencers who gained much attention because of their contents in their vlogs, or at some point went viral because of a specific act. In this sense, the rights, responsibilities, and accountabilities have to be established to safeguard the integrity of media and protection of the general public in the form of accountability. Accountability means the fact of being responsible for what you do and able to give a satisfactory reason for it. It is part also of the responsibility of communicators and journalists to ensure that citizens are able to originate content and contribute to media content, and not just remain passive consumers of media output. 1. The Declaration of Duties of Journalists. The essential obligations of a journalist engaged in gathering, editing, and commenting news are A. To respect truth, whatever be the consequence to himself, herself, because of the right of the public to know the truth. B. To defend freedom of information, comment, and criticism. C. To report only on facts of which he/she knows the origin, not to suppress essential information nor alter texts and documents. D. Not to use unfair methods to obtain news, photographs, or documents. E. To restrict himself/herself to the respect of privacy. F. To rectify any published information which is found to be inaccurate. G. To observe professional secrecy and not to divulge the source of information obtained in confidence. H. To regard as grave professional offences the following: plagiarism, calumny, slander, libel, and unfounded accusations, the acceptance of bribe in any form in consideration of either publication or suppression of news. I. Never to refuse the profession of a journalist with that of advertisement salesman or a propagandist, and to refuse any direct or indirect orders from advertisers. And J. To resist every pressure and to accept editorial orders only from the responsible persons of the editorial staff. In this part of the lesson, you will be able to explore the rights of journalists, especially in practicing their profession. As you may have seen in the news, documentaries, or even vlogs of local news reporters, they have been so vocal about their advocacy of press freedom and the free access to all information. Moreover, it is a responsibility of communicators and journalists to ensure that citizens have convenient access to all media, which is subject to just and fair law and universally recognized principles of human rights. The Declaration of Rights. A. Journalists claim free access to all information sources and the right to freely inquire on all events conditioning public life. Therefore, secret of public or private affairs may be opposed only to journalists in exceptional cases and for clearly expressed motives. B. The journalist has the right to refuse subordination to anything contrary to the general policy of the information organ to which he collaborates, such as it has been laid down by writing and incorporated in his contract of employment, as well as any subordination not clearly implicated by this general policy. C. A journalist cannot be compelled to perform a professional act or to express an opinion contrary to his convictions or his conscience. D. The editorial staff has obligatorily to be informed on all important decisions which may influence the life of the enterprise. It should at least be consulted before a definitive decision on all matters related to the composition of the editorial staff, for example, recruitment, dismissals, mutations, and promotion of journalists is taken. And E. Taking in account his/her functions and responsibilities, the journalist is entitled not only to the advantages resulting from collective agreements, but also to an individual contract of employment, ensuring the material and moral security of his work, as well as a wage system corresponding to his/her social condition and guaranteeing his/her economic independence. These are all great folks, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you did learn something today, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated on more engaging videos.